In the world of video games, Mario is a popular character. Over the course of its 30 years history, Nintendo has released over 100 games for a variety of genres and platforms, many of which have become huge successes. The first Super Mario Bros. Game was released in 1985, and many more games in the franchise have since been released. Many Nintendo fans still plan the game to get after the Wii U release. 1.2 million copies were sold in Japan upon its initial release in September 1985. The platforming from the original game is still used in later Mario game release. This shows the popularity of this type of gameplay. Because of the popularity of this gameplay and its widespread use in Mario game, this game has remained immensely popular for decades. The platforming is simple but classic, offering player entertainment and a truly enjoyable experience. And why are Mario Bros still so popular? Many Mario states have been created over the years, but some remain fan favorite among Nintendo fans. This stage can provide a lot of fun and entertainment for the player. The most famous Mario state of all of time is World 1.1 in Super Mario Bros. This increased the game over popularity and held it to the hold up of this years later. Although many people enjoy a Super Mario Bros. Game and progress through the game, which provide entertainment, the game has flaws. The lack of the save system is one on the downside that can annoy players. Many players has annoyed by the lack of the save system because they cannot save their progress. The ability to save your game and resume where you left or provide more entertainment for player, but this limitation might ultimately lead to the game demise. With over triple 2 million units sold across all genres, all platforms, Super Mario Bros. is the best-selling video game franchise all the time. 222 million people. Incredible. But you wouldn't expect anything less for one of the most beloved heroes of the time. A hero who once single-handedly saved a struggling video game industry. When Super Mario Bros. Was released in Japan in September 1985, 1.2 million copies were sold in Japan. Approximately 3 million copies were sold in 4 months. The success of Super Mario Bros. Contributed to Famicom sales reaching 6.2 million units by January 1986. The following year, 5 million copies of the game from the Famicom were sold. Outside of Japan, many people first encountered the game through the arcade version, which quickly became the best-selling Nintendo VS system release, selling 20,000 arcade units in a matter of months in early 1986. In 1986, more than just million copies of the NES version were sold in the United States. The original NES version has sold over 40 million copies worldwide by 1994 and more than 40 million by April 20, for which it was awarded the Guinness World Record for best-selling video game all the time. Super Mario is one of the most iconic and well-known franchises, having existed for over 30 years and paced by several generations of players. Super Mario is a family-friendly game that doesn't throw you into the challenge, but the difficulty progresses as you went through the level with each player into the game. This was very different compared to the game when they were released at the time, which meant that the game had a universal appeal to all types of audience. Although the game didn't have the instruction for the player, the controls were intuitive and simple enough that anyone could learn and control in a short amount of time. The main goal of the game was to rescue the princess. Everything in the Super Mario game has iconic design that is cartoon-like, colorful and unusual. Because of the hardware limitation in the early days, game could only be presented in a certain way. Super Mario Bros. Took advantage of this design by designing a game that was both simple and memorable. It uses a variety of bright color and simple animation. And the level design was simple. With the advancement of technology, Nintendo have improved the graphics of the newer Mario game while maintaining the same feel and style of design that everyone is familiar with. When Super Mario Bros. Was first released, arcade game and arcade machine were at their peak. During this time, arcade machines were still the norm, and the game's simple control were ideal for them. Although arcade games were designed to be difficult to entice players to continue playing, Super Mario Bros. Changed the way players would keep interested. The game did not necessarily make the challenge easier, but it did rely on the player's skill. This platform game was all about timing and accuracy while performing action. If you didn't time or jump correctly, you could miss platform or run into the enemy, both of which will be your fault. It was due to the player keeping coming back on this game to try and improve, progress to the next level, and beat their friend's score. Nintendo has used the same character in all of the Mario games, which make them very memorable. Mario, in comparison to many other game characters, is one of the most recognizable due to simple design. Even in newer games, Nintendo has kept Mario's appearance consistent with the same proportion, clothes and feature. Consistency is what makes a memorable character. Mario has flaws that make him relatable and likable to many people.